Oh, well, speaking of ice cream as well, um, last week somebody had a birthday at work, um, and somebody's asked me, "Hey, Eric, will you go to this grocery store and buy a bunch of ice cream?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, absolutely." So I drive to Stop and Shop, um, and I go to the freezer aisle, and all the freezers are blocked by like pallets of
Oh
of
no.
of groceries. I'm like, "What the fuck is going on? Like, why is this like this?" And there's employees everywhere. There's an emergency, like, there's a grocery emergency, there's 7 employees. You never see any employees at the grocery store, and there's 7 in the aisle, but nobody's explaining what's happening, and I'm sure I look confused because this doesn't make any sense. Like, I need ice cream, but I can't get to it. Um,
Yeah.
and finally, I start grabbing the pallets and trying to move them, and some giant person comes over, and when I see him say giant, he's gotta be 6'7" and just like Andre the Giant huge, and he's like, "Excuse me, sir, you can't do that." I'm like, "Well, I need ice cream for a party." He's like, "We have to keep all the doors closed because the freezers are broken. We don't wanna lose product." A and I'm like, "Well, if I take that, you won't lose it because 'cause I'm gonna buy it." And
Yeah.
he's like, "No, you can't do that."
Wouldn't you rather sell the product that you don't have to worry about losing it?
Yeah. So I'm super pissed because nobody said anything. They're just letting me walk around looking like an asshole. So I leave in a huff. I'm huffing. I'm like, "Ugh." And get to my car. I'm not from the area I work in, so I Google another grocery store, and there's Market something or other, Litchfield Market or Market 32 Litchfield, something like that. I'm like, okay, it's 5 minutes down the road. I'll go. Get in, and it's kind of like a hippie-ish store, like worse than Trader Joe's because it's real. Like it's a real hippie store. You know what? Does
Yeah,
that make sense?
it does make
Uh,
sense.
and I go there. I enter at the end of the store. There's no freezer aisle. So I walk to the back, start walking to the other end, thinking that's where the ice cream's gonna be, because that's where the ice cream's supposed to be in a grocery store, but it's like cereal. And I'm like, "This doesn't make sense." So I turn back around, I'm like, "They don't have fucking ice cream, these fucking hippie bastards." So I find I finally find, like, the freezer aisle, and it's the dead middle of the store. So I grabbed like 17 things of ice cream, and I didn't grab a basket because I'm a moron. So I'm like going like this. And at the end of the freezer aisle, there's a man standing dead center, holding a basket and scrolling on his phone. And there's two checkout aisles. Both have occupants, but they're paying. So I just walk around this man, get into an aisle, and the guy bagging kind of looked at me funny, and I was like, "What was that?" And the person checks out and leaves. The cashier looks at me and says, "Were you in line, sir?" And I slowly look behind me, and there's nobody there. Ri Like, so I turn back to her slowly and kinda give her a funny look. She's like, "The line starts at the freezer aisle."
What?
And I'm like, What do you mean?" She's like, "The freezer aisle, the line starts there." I'm like, "Well, there's nobody in line." And she's like, "Yeah, she's like, "It starts back there." I'm like, "Well, there's nobody in line." And she's like, "Well, for next time, just know that's where the line starts." And I was like, "I won't be
Oh
coming
my
back next
god.
time." Yeah. So I was like, "I won't be coming back." She just looked at me like I was a complete asshole. But that's my
Well,
regret, going to some hippie store to try to buy ice cream for somebody's birthday.
I know the line starts there, right? But like when you're at the front of the line, then you come here. So if there's nobody at the front of the line, the next move is here. I am the
Right,
front of the line.
right. There's 2 people paying. So that means there's room for you to go up and put your stuff on the belt. But that
Yeah,
man wasn't. He was scrolling on his phone. Snooze, you lose.
I agree. That
But
is
that's
so
a
not what a gross emergency.
oh, yeah, what a dumb place. But my thing is like, are we really like reinventing the grocery store line wheel? Is that what we're doing here? This is why I can't stand these kinds of people or these kinds of places because we've got to be different. Like Trader Joe's, everything's at an angle. Why is it all at an angle? Like, can't you just have them flush with the beginning of the store, please?
Yeah,
Like
let's make
that's
everything
what
nice
we
and
want.
angular.
Yeah. Oh God. Like we got to be different. Hey, let's not do it how everybody else does it. Maybe the reason why everybody's been doing it that way for 150 fucking years is because it works.
Yeah, it could be. Could be. Let's treat it like the roadways, right? We have intersections. When you get to an intersection, you don't just plow through it because there could be somebody around the corner. You get to your intersection, you look. All right, cool. I'm not going to hurt anybody. That's my biggest pet peeve when you're in the grocery store and somebody just like, oh, I forgot bread. And they just whip around like there's nobody in this 20,000 square foot store but you.
So dumb.
So dumb.
Um, but I mean, I do regret doing it, but also I don't regret doing it because now I have a lifelong grudge against the grocery store, and I didn't have that